Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our community station here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. We're glad that you all could be with us. Also, joining us through our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. Glad you all could be with us as well. Well, it is that time of year to not only be able to plan where you're going for the holidays, but also what you're going to eat. If you're in my family, you're probably looking to prepare that favorite fruit or cheese tray. Also, of course, you may be looking for some mouth-watering appetizers and desserts. I have the perfect guest here for you guys today. We're excited to welcome back Meaghan Murphy to our program. Meaghan is known as the editor-in-chief of Women's Day magazine, but also the author of Your Fully Charged Life. She's going to fill you guys in on exactly how you can plan your spread and something you might not think that you might need, and that is apples. Meaghan, thank you so much again for being with us. Really appreciate it.
Yay, good. So good to be here, Cyrus. How the heck are you?
I'm doing really good. Excited about this because, you know, people are, after they've made their plans as to where they're going, they are thinking about what they're eating. I know that's something you have to also plan for. So how can our audience start the holiday spread, Meaghan, when it comes to thinking about their menu this year?
Well, I'm super excited to be entertaining again and so excited to welcome family. Apples are the star of the show this year for me. It is apple season. My family went apple picking. We are super excited about all things apples. And I'm really shaking up the traditional menu a little bit. You spoke about cheese boards. Now I like to call them charcuterie boards. These fancy cheese boards are having a moment. And it's the cheeses and the fruits and the meats. I really love substituting apples for crackers. So you get that crunch with a Snapdragon apple that you get from a cracker, but you're not filling up on all those carbs before a meal. And these apples, the Snapdragon apples, they stay really firm and fresh and delicious on a cheese board. So you've got your bries and your sharp cheddars, maybe some nuts and dried fruits, and it's really just a fabulous presentation pre-meal. Makes an incredible app when you're entertaining. I don't know how you feel about stuffing, Cyrus, but I love stuffing. Don't love turkey, love stuffing. And this year we're putting apples in our stuffing. So we have this incredible recipe for you at snapdragonapple.com, which is a sausage stuffing with apples. And the Snapdragon apples have this, they're super sweet, but they have this hint of vanilla, and they're even a little bit spicy. So the flavor profile of this stuffing is off the chain. I'm, beyond excited for you to try this. Also love apple butter. I don't know if you have ever made an apple butter, but it's absolutely fabulous.
No.
My kids put it on their waffles instead of syrup, and they'll put it on their English muffins. I'll put a little dollop in oatmeal and then sprinkle some pecans on top. I mean, it is such a delicious breakfast. And I'm getting very controversial this year, Cyrus, and I'm saying maybe skip the apple pie and instead make these caramel apple cookies that we have a recipe for on snapdragonapple.com. They are so good. And what I'm going to do at my house, I'm going to take a scoop of vanilla ice cream, put it between two of these cookies, and make caramel apple ice cream sandwiches. Tell me that doesn't sound good, Cyrus, right?
It sounds really good, But, Meaghan, I think the interesting thing about what you're saying here is getting us to switch things up a little bit and to think more creatively, right, when it comes to some of these recipes we may be wanting to try or even to modify. Now, you mentioned, of course, picking apples. For a lot of us, including myself, I'm going to be in the produce aisle, be looking for it. What are some of the things we should look for, Meaghan, when it comes to picking the perfect apple?
Absolutely. So you want to look for color, right? Like you want a bright red, shiny apple, and you want to get picky about your produce. You want to inspect it. Don't just throw it in the cart. Make sure that there's no bruising, there's no discoloration, there's no punctures, there's no cuts, and then give it a squeeze. You want that apple to be firm. And I always say just look for the Snapdragon apple sticker on your produce because then you know it's going to be good.
Gotcha.
These are my family's favorite. But those are some good tips. And I also love this storage tip because we don't always think to do this. When you get your apples home, don't wash them until you're ready to eat them. put them directly in your produce drawer, and they will last. Can you guess how long they will last unwashed in the fridge?
I would guess a couple of weeks.
4 to 8 weeks. Isn't that insane? So you can buy them in bulk, because a lot of you can buy your apples in bulk, and you don't have to worry about using them so quickly because they store really well unwashed.
Wow. Meaghan, that is incredible, and that's something really important for our audience to think about, and they can already go ahead and get those early and not have to worry about them ruining before it's time for them to start cooking, for sure. So, Meaghan, you mentioned the website a couple of times, so if you don't mind, give that out for our audience again and let them know some of the things they'll find there when it comes to recipes.
I want you to go to snapdragonapple.com because this sausage apple stuffing is next level. We've got the apple butter. We've got these caramel apple cookies. There's also a great store locator on there, and you can learn even more about the apple growing and the apples themselves. But that's a really great resource. And in your area, the Fresh Market and Sprouts both carry Snapdragon apples, so hit that up in your local market. Awesome.
Meaghan, you always come through for us. Again, everyone, Meaghan Murphy has been our guest, the editor-in-chief of Women's Day magazine, the author of the book you guys have to get, Your Fully Charged Life. And as you can see, the perfect person to be able to ask how you can be able to spice up your menu this year, as well as think of apples a little bit differently when you come to cooking. Meaghan, thank you so much for the time, and looking forward to having you back again.
I really appreciate it. I hope you have a really great day.
Thank you. You as well, Meaghan. And we thank your audience for tuning in.
I get so excited. Anytime I see your name, I'm like, yay, Cyrus!
I appreciate that, Meaghan. That means a lot for sure. And I know our audience appreciate all the helpful tips. And we thank you, our audience, for being with us for this segment of Conversations Live, part of our news you can use here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.